So welcome back. This is part 2 of editing and combining shapes. And we're going to turn our attention to the Shape Builder tool. In part 1, we used the Pathfinder quite a bit. And it's very useful. But sometimes you just want to do things a little more freehand, so to speak. And the Shape Builder tool allows you to do that. So here's the same kind of spray can shape that we used the Pathfinder on to unite all the shapes together previously. Well, this time I'm going to show you can use a tool to kind of connect these things in a more kind of intuitive way. So the shortcut for the Shape Builder tool is Shift-M, and this is what it looks like over here in the tool box over on the left, the toolbar. And by the way, I'm gonna switch to the selection tool first. I need to select all of these shapes first. In order for the Shape Builder tool to work, you have to select all the shapes ahead of time. And so now, again, Shift-M to switch to the tool, and you'll see when I bring the Shape Builder tool over the top of these selected shapes, it fills them in with this kind of temporary gray color value to let you know what you're about to join together. So I'm going to start up here in the nozzle of the spray can, and with the Shape Builder tool I'm going to click and I'm going to drag through the series of shapes. See that? I'm holding the mouse button down and dragging through. And when I've got all the shapes together that I want, I can let go and it fills them in, right? It unites them. Pretty cool, huh? Well, let's take a look at a more elaborate drawing using the Shape Builder tool. Like I'm trying to draw a fish, okay? And you might be thinking, wow, this seems like a lot of work to build a fish. Well, I'm trying to do it with a great deal of precision. And so I've laid out a bunch of circles and overlapped them or aligned them so that their edges are touching. And that's very important in this operation, because if you try to use the Shape Builder and your shapes aren't overlapping, you get gaps, and that creates problems. So what I did was, once I drew those basic circles and that rectangle where I wanted them, I zoomed in. Well, first of all, I switched to the outline mode. If you hit Command Y, it takes you into outline mode, and you can be really precise here. And so I'm going to zoom in, hit Command and the plus key several times. And remember, when you've zoomed in, you can use the space bar. Hold the space bar down and click and drag. And you can see how I had to very carefully get these circles to touch one another. If there was a gap here, can I get a hold of it? Oh, it won't let me move it. I've actually got them grouped. Let me ungroup them. Command-Shift-G will ungroup. See that? If there's a gap in between them, that's going to be a problem. So make sure, like, get in there close, zoom in, and make sure that all of these circles are touching, or in this case, they're kind of overlapping a little bit, right? Oops, I just edited my workspace. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back out here, Command-0. So get in there close, make sure that you've engineered it so that everything is touching or overlapping, so you won't have any gaps later in your drawing. All right, so I'm going to hit Command-Y again to exit the outline mode, because I want to see a little better what I'm doing. And so, like I mentioned before, I've grouped all these things together so they wouldn't move on me, which may not be a bad idea for you to think about. If you're going to draw with that precision, you don't want to accidentally screw things up. So All right, so I'm going to get the Shape Builder tool again. Shift M is the shortcut. And you can see all these shapes are selected. And as I bring the Shape Builder tool over the top of them, they are highlighted. So can you see my fish here? Right? So I'm going to start here on the right hand side, and with the Shape Builder I'm going to click and drag through the shapes until I get like the central shape for the fish. Now you notice I didn't go through the fins. I want the fins to be separate, because if I want to color them separately, I need to do that as a separate operation here. So now I'm going to use the Shape Builder again, click on that top fin and this little triangle to complete it. This one and that one. Okay, so that's the basic shape of the fish. And now I've got all these extra bits that I need to remove. So if you want to remove something from a group using the Shape Builder, you hold down the Option or Alt key to remove it. All right, so watch this. I'm going to, you see a little minus sign show up next to your cursor. I'm going to click and drag through these shapes that I want to remove. There you go. So just like adding to a selection, you hold the Shift key down. Subtracting from a selection, you hold the Option or Alt key down. All right. There you have it. So, and now say I want to embellish it a little bit. I can come over here and get the Curvature Tool, one right beneath the Pen tool in the toolbox. And let's say I want to adjust the fin here, this back tail fin. I can click and drag with the Curvature Tool. Maybe even grab this anchor point. Oh, tailbone's connected to the head bone apparently. Here I'm going to grab this this guy right here. Maybe we'll add some lips here. There. There. You get the idea. So again, you can start with fairly geometric shapes, get them arranged just right, use the Shape Builder to unite them or subtract shapes, and then you can edit that basic structure into something a little more organic. Make sense? And it's a lot of people just reach for the pencil or the pen tool and start drawing. You have to think about your strategy for what it is that you're drawing. Does it make more sense for you to start with shapes and develop it from that, or does it make more sense to start with the pen or the pencil tool to sketch things out and then clean it up? It's, you'll develop your own style, and there'll be certain situations where one is appropriate and then others where it's not. And so just keep your head about you, and the more you practice with these tools, the better you get. And the more you'll just kind of be able to intuit and quickly choose your path. All right, so there you have it. Shape Builder, very handy. All right, take care.